Assalamualaikum and greetings to everyone. Today, we will be presenting on the topic geometric elements in Sarawak traditional batik painting. This presentation will explain how geometric principles are applied in the traditional artwork and how it connects mathematics with cultural expression. To begin with, the Sarawak traditional batik painting functions as a cultural narrative artworks that communicate identity, history, and the tradition of Sarawak community. These artworks created using geometric shapes, repeated motifs, and structured visual patterns. Through this, we can clearly see the relationship between mathematics and art in producing meaningful and culturally rich artworks. In terms of location, these artworks display at ground floor foyer of e-learning building at Sultan Abdul Jalil Shah Campus, University Pendidikan Sultan Idris, UPSI. This is public area that is frequently accessed by students, lecturers, and visitors. Its strategic placement helps promote cultural awareness and strengthen the visual identity of the university environment. The main function of this painting is to visually represent the traditional lifestyle and the cultural heritage of Sarawak community. It includes cultural elements such as longhouse, hornbill symbol, traditional musical instrument, gong, drum, and tuak bottles. The repeated batik motif in the background also serve as decorative elements, creating visual harmony and reflecting traditional textile design. The artwork measures 120 multiplied by 150 cm and is displayed in a vertical orientation. Although the size is relatively moderate, it is suitable for foyer setting as viewers can clearly observe both the overall composition and fine details. The balance between large cultural elements and intricate patterns enhance the visual clarity and aesthetic appeal. The composition of this painting can be divided into two main layers, background and foreground. The background consists of repeated batik motifs that form dense geometric patterns creating balance and rhythm. The foreground contains cultural objects such as longhouse, musical instruments, and tuak bottles. The elements are constructed using geometry shapes such as triangle, circles, rhombuses, and cylinder, which create symmetry, structure, and visual harmony within the artwork.
Okay, next for section 2.0, geometry. The selected batik artwork contains various geometrical shapes that can be identified from different objects in the design. These shapes appear in the traditional longhouse, musical instruments, bottles, gong, and decorative motifs in the background. The geometrical shapes identified include isosceles triangle, circle, rhombus, and cylinder. These shapes help create structure, balance, and visual harmony in the artwork while also representing elements of traditional culture and daily life. For section 2.1, the geometrical shape, based on the selected batik artwork describe a traditional Sarawak longhouse and culture element, several two-dimensional 2D and three-dimensional 3D geometrical shape can be identified in the object, motif, and decorative pattern featured in the artwork. The geometrical shape identified are isosceles triangle, circle, rhombus, and cylinders. These shapes contribute to the overall composition and visual appeal of the artwork. The first geometrical shape identified is the isosceles triangle. The roof of the traditional longhouse contains several isosceles triangle shapes. An isosceles triangle is a polygon with three sides where two sides are equal in length and two base angles are equal. The shape of the roof resembles an isosceles triangle because both sloping sides are symmetrical. This geometrical shape helps create a balanced and stable roof structure. The use of isosceles triangle also highlight the traditional architectural features of the longhouse. Next, the second geometrical shape identified in the artwork is the circle. Circular shape can be identified in the gong and the curved wooden pillar in the artwork. A circle is a two-dimensional closed shape consisting of all points that are equidistant from a fixed center point. It has no side and no vertices. The gong clearly represents a circular shape due to its round appearance. These circular elements contribute to the traditional and cultural features shown in the batik artwork. The presence of circles also creates contrast with the angular shape found in other parts of the design. Besides circle, rhombus shape can also be found in the artwork, particularly in the decorative motif and patterns. The background motif of the batik artwork contains several rhombus shapes. A rhombus is a parallelogram with two congruent adjacent sides, which means all four sides of a rhombus are congruent. In addition, the diagonals of a rhombus are perpendicular to each other. The repeated rhombus motif from a geometrical pattern that is commonly found in the traditional batik designs. This shape helps create a structured and organized background pattern. Their repetitive arrangement enhance the visual harmony and aesthetic value of the artwork. In addition to the two-dimensional shape discussed earlier, the artwork also contains a three-dimensional geometrical shape, which is the cylinder. Several objects in the artwork, such as the roll woven mat and traditional drum, resemble cylindrical shape. A cylinder is a three-dimensional shape that has two congruent circles as its bases and a quadrilateral as its lateral surface. The axis of a cylinder is the line segment joining the center of the two bases. The roll woven mat and drum have a long round body that resembles the characteristic of a cylinder. These cylindrical forms represent traditional culture objects features in the artwork. The use of cylindrical shapes adds variety to the geometrical elements present in the design. In conclusion, the use of isosceles triangles, circle, rhombus, and cylinders demonstrate the variety of geometrical shape present in the selected batik artwork. This shape contribute to the overall composition, visual balance, and aesthetic value of the design while reflecting the cultural elements represented in the artwork.
An isosceles triangle is a triangle with two equal sides and two equal base angles. The roof of the traditional longhouse resembles an isosceles triangle because their two sloping sides are congruent. The perimeter of the isosceles triangle can be calculated by summing of the length of all three sides, giving a value of 100 cm. The area of the isosceles triangle can be determined using the formula area equal to 1 over 2 times base times height, resulting in an area of 360 centimeters squared. A circle is a two-dimensional shape consisting of all points that are equidistant from a fixed point called the center. The circular end of the roll woven mat resembles a circle because every point on its circumference is equally distant from the center. The circumference of the circle can be calculated using the formula C equal to 2 pi r, giving a value of 37.704 centimeter. The area of the circle can be calculated using the formula A equal to pi r squared, which will be resulting in an area of 113.112 centimeters. A rhombus is a quadrilateral with four equal sides where opposite sides are parallel and opposite angles are congruent. The batik motif resembles a rhombus because all four sides are equal in length and the opposite angles are equal. The perimeter of the rhombus can be calculated by summing the length of all four sides, thus obtaining the value of 36 centimeters. The area of the rhombus can be determined by using formula which is A equal to base time height, resulting in an area of 162 centimeters squared. A cylinder is a three-dimensional geometric solid that consists of two congruent and parallel circular bases connected by a curved surface. The traditional drum in the Batik artwork resembles a cylinder because it has two circular faces at the top and bottom connected by a curved lateral surface. The curved surface area of the cylinder can be calculated using the formula CSA equal to 2 pi RH, thus obtaining the value of 276.496 centimeters squared. The total area of the cylinder can be calculated using the formula 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi RH, resulting in a total surface area of 377.04 centimeters squared. The volume of the cylinder can be calculated using the formula pi r squared height, resulting in a volume of 552.992 centimeters.
Typically, it forms a pattern. Patterns help create rhythm, balance, harmony, and visual unity throughout the artwork. Next, I will explain the concept of transformations. Transformations refers to the movement or change of a shape while maintaining certain properties. There are four main types of transformations in mathematics. The first is reflection. Reflection occurs when a shape is flipped across a line called the line of reflection, creating a mirror image on the opposite side. The second is translation. Translation occurs when a shape slides from one position to another without changing its size, shape, or orientation. The third is rotation. Rotation happens when a shape turns around a fixed point at a certain angle while maintaining its original size and shape. The fourth is dilation. Dilation is a transformation that changes the size of a shape by enlarging or reducing it proportionally, while preserving its overall shape. Now, let us look at the transformations found in the motifs of this artwork. The rhombus motif in the batik background demonstrates reflection transformation. Reflection can be observed because the left and right side of the motif appear symmetrical. If a vertical line is drawn through the center of the rhombus, both sides can be seen as mirror images of each other. Transformations found in the patterns. The arrangement of rhombus motifs in the background demonstrate translation transformation. The motifs are repeated systematically across the artwork in both horizontal and vertical directions. Another example is the roof structure pattern of the long house. This pattern demonstrates reflection symmetry. If we imagine a vertical line through the center of the roof, the left and right sides appear nearly identical. This reflection creates visual balance and straightens the overall composition of the artwork.
In summary, the batik artwork contains several geometric shapes, such as triangles, circles, cylinders, and rhombuses. These shapes can be found in cultural objects and background motifs within the artwork. For an example, the triangle represents the roof structure of the longhouse. The circle represents the gong, and the cylinder represents the tuak bottle. The rhombus appears in the repeated decorative background patterns. Overall, geometric concepts such as symmetry and transformation are also clearly applied in the design. In conclusion, this study shows that geometry is clearly applied in traditional batik artwork. It demonstrates the connection between mathematics and cultural art through space, pattern, and transformation. This proves that mathematics is not only theoretical but also exists in real life and cultural heritage. Through this task, I have gained a better appreciation of how geometry contributes to visual balance and traditional design.